Hi, I'm Maggie from Maggie's Crochet, and this Starbella Flowers hand chain scarf video is sponsored by Premier Yarns. And Starbella Flowers is similar to Starbella in that it has tracks on the side, and I do have another video where I show you how to crochet with a crochet hook and pick up the little tracks that are on the side, and then flowers pop out of your scarf. And that's really super easy to do, but believe it or not, this is even easier than that. So, because this is hand chaining, you don't need any needles or hooks or anything. You just need your hands. And you can make one of these scarves in just under 5 minutes. This scarf was just hand chained one time, and this is called Climbing Ivy. And then this one that I have on that I just love is called Garden Grotto.
This one here is chrysanthemum, and it's a little bulky if you tie a knot in it, so we just slipped the end of the scarf right through the stitches. And then the other colors that we have, this is a multicolored orchid, and then we also have a water fountain with these pretty blues. There's more colors available, so check out the links below.
Okay, so on set here, I am going to show you how to make a hand chain scarf. It's super easy. I could even get Cindy to do it. I'm in the beginning stages of teaching Cindy how to crochet. She works here at Maggie's Crochet. So I think I'm on a mission to teach everybody who works there pretty much is
I'm getting better. I will say I did do the hand chain video in 3 minutes that is already up on our YouTube channel, so check it out.
So when you open it up, it's like a hank, like this. It's not a skein. So what you need to do is find the where it's attached. And there's like these little bows in a couple places or just one. And if you want, you can ball this up before you start, but I don't really think it's necessary. So when you start out, you make a slip knot on the end, and I'm actually going to do this on camera, and then I'm going to go to a close-up view, and you'll see this, how easy this is. So anyway, when I start out, I try to do a little chain in the beginning, and then I move that chain, I pull it up so it's big enough to go on my hand, and all it is picking up my working yarn and making that chain bigger as I put it up on my hand. So, if you would unravel the yarn for me.
Keep going. I was going to say, now this scarf that I'm wearing looks a little thicker. Did you do a double row?
Yeah,
it looks a lot thicker than the one that's on the mannequin.
I actually took this and I chained it again, and then I got the thicker scarf for that. And then this one is really long, but I love wearing it like this. I just wrap it, and you could tie the ends together and just, keep wrapping it around like a cowl type scarf. Or you could actually get two, this is long enough to get 2 scarves, and you could give one to your friend or your family member, which could also be a friend too.
That's what sisters are for.
Yeah. Sometimes brothers.
Sometimes brothers, that's true. Brothers are good friends.
Or cousins.
Or even grandmas.
Yeah.
I believe Jen made some ruffled scarves for her grandma for Christmas.
Yeah, and then there's another girl who works here, Trisha, and her mom knits everything. And she always gives her gifts. And so she gets so excited if we teach her something her mom doesn't know. So she whips her up the scarf and sends it to her because she lives in Texas and we're in North Carolina. Okay, so as you can see, we're actually almost done here.
Yeah, you did get pretty far.
And it helps if you have an assistant.
Like your sister or your brother, your grandma, whoever's getting the other scarf, they can help you unwind.
Yeah, there you go. But even if you sell at a lot of people, a lot of needle crafters, they have booths at arts and crafts fairs. Mm-hmm. These would be great.
Yeah, especially since it doesn't take you very long to make. I think it'd be neat to see some experimentation doing 2 strands, like maybe this and the green together at the same time. Yeah, that's a great
idea. So it would come out like this, but it would be twice as long as that one is. You have so many great ideas. She does.
Well, that's the fun part about getting this yarn, because this is something that you don't normally work with. I saw someone on our Facebook said their New Year's resolution was to work with something that was interesting. Something, because she said she usually normally works with just plain Jane yarn. And I think this would be a great, easy project to start off with, and something that, you know, you don't normally get a project looking like this, because this is really textured.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you look at all the other videos. We do have a ruffled scarf video on this. We have other hand chain scarf videos and arm knitting videos, all kinds of stuff. So, and all the supplies are listed in links below this video.
I even think there's a how-to ruffled scarf with Starbella flowers.
I love how these colors change in this scarf. It's so beautiful. So nice. Okay, so at the very end, you just do a little chain, and then you bring that loop all the way through, and you just tug on it just a little bit. And then with your hands, you just weave that back in. I mean, it could not be any easier. And if you want, at the very end, you could tie like a little knot like that. So you have a little end to your scarf, and then weave this end in, and you're good to go. One night, I was going to a Christmas party, and I didn't have the right color scarf, so I went into my inventory.
Oops.
And I hand chained a scarf really quick. And then for New Year's, I was no, at Christmas time also, I was invited to it was called a sparkle party. So I took several strands of glitter. Is that no, Mary yarn, and it's kind of like tinsely. So I think I took like 8 strands, and I hand chained a scarf, and I could just do it in minutes when I was getting ready. And then I took the yarn, I wrapped it around my earrings, so I was all sparkly.
And it doesn't even look like it took you minutes to do.
No.
It looks like it took you forever.
Yeah, and people will be so impressed. They'll be like, oh my gosh, you made that?
It's always nice to get handmade gifts. I know I prefer that over any store-bought gift.
Yeah. So on camera, I've created another necklace, or not necklace, scarf. And so now I'll go to close-up, and I'll show you how this is done close-up. And I want to thank you for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel, and the links to everything are listed below. So here's a close-up of Starbella flowers, and this scarf right here has been hand chained one time. And this actually is about 13 feet long, and I'm going to show you how to make this, and then I'm going to show you how to make the double hand chain scarf. When you open up the hank or skein of yarn, it looks just like this, and when you open it up, it's really easy to find the beginning. There's a little knot right here. Just undo the knot. Okay, and find an end. And you can roll this in a ball if you want, but there's really no need to do that. It'll save you time if you don't do that. So now it looks like there's a second knot on the other side. So they're really loose knots, so just loosen this up. You should be good to go with those 2. So just go around the yarn, get it so you know it's going to be freed up. Okay. All right. Okay, so what you want to do to start this is to make a slip knot in the beginning, and to make a slip knot you make a ring like this, and the top strand you fold over the back, and you pull the back strand forward. So just like this, and you want a big enough loop on your slip knot to fit over your hand like this. So you want to tighten there's a knot side inside there and a slip side, so you want to tighten the knot side in there so it stays. So I've just got that much left out. So now all I want to do, okay, hopefully this will cooperate with me. All I want to do is take my working yarn right here and just hold it in my hand and bring it through the loop that's on my hand, like that. And then the new loop, I'm going to raise up just enough to have it around my hand like this, and then I'm going to grab the working yarn again and bring that through the loop on my hand. And I'm going to let the loop on my hand drop off, and then I'm going to go and grab the working yarn again, like that. And then I'm going to raise this up a little bit. I've always got this hand working underneath the base of the chain that I just made, the new chain that's on my hand. Then I'm going to grab this, bring it through, and give it some height. And then keep moving this hand up here, and just keep grabbing the working strand and bringing through a new loop and dropping the old loop off my hand. So just like this. So this literally takes no more than 5 minutes to make a beautiful scarf. So you just keep going like this until the whole skein is chained. Okay? So that's what it's going to look like with a single chain of the climbing ivy. It's just so pretty. Okay, so now the chrysanthemum has already been chained. The entire skein was chained. And now I'm going to show you how to chain this one again. So I'm going to start at the opposite end here. I love this. I love wearing it chained once like this. Okay, so now you want to take the already chained once strand, and you make a slip knot again. It's going to be a little bit bigger this time, a little fluffier. So you take this top strand, you make a loop like this, and that top strand folds over the back. Then you want to bring that strand out of the circle there. And there's the knot side. You want to pull the knot side, just not too hard. And you want this loop to be big enough to slide onto your hand. So now you just start again. Here's the working strand, and you just have the strand, this loop on your hook, on your hand, and then you just grab the working yarn and bring it through the loop that's on your hand. And then with this hand, I'm bringing it up to there, and I'm holding down here too. And then I bring this up. So it's just a loop through a loop. And if you want to stand up and do this, you might find it easier. But all I'm doing is grabbing the working strand, and I'm giving a little bit of, I'm going to do this real slow motion here. Okay, I'm grabbing the working strand, and then I'm bringing it through like this, and then I'm raising it up so it's big enough to fit on my hand like this. So that's how big I want that. So then I'm going to go grab the next strand, bring it through, and make it big enough to fit on my hand. I open my hand up and I grab the working yarn again, like that. And just keep going all the way down. This one's even quicker because you don't have as long of a strand to work into the chain. Okay, so at the very end, I like to go to the very end of the yarn. Let me show you this. And I like to bring this through. I've got to lock this. So I'm going to bring this, I'm going to make my last loop kind of short, and I'm going to bring this through just enough so that I can take the end, this is the end right here, and shove it through that last loop. And that'll kind of lock it there. So this is the flowers yarn that's been chained a second time. So it's shorter, but it's a lot fuller. So with a single chain, you're going to get this, and then with a double hand chain, you're going to get this. So the links to everything are listed below, and I want to thank you very much for watching the video.